taste the sweet science lessons learned in flight. Journey on through endless night. For the stars, we aim so high. The poor jet did kiss goodbye. For science and purple light, we'll keep flying through the light. Rocket launch with hope so grand. EJ's got the master plan. Thrusters burn to reach the moon. In his eye you see the tune. Orbit dreams won't be delayed. Lessons learned from missions made. Kerbal Kind will forge a path to the stars beyond this path. For the stars, we aim so high. The poor jet did kiss goodbye. For science and purple light, we'll keep flying through the light. Rocket launch with hope so grand. EJ's got the master plan. Thrusters burn to reach the moon. In his eye you see the tune. Keep flying through the light.
It's streaming by today, building dreams in its own way. Bakalaka starts the plan. He's creating a new land. Glitches and screams, they tune in fast. Communist republics from the past. He will rise, he'll lead the way. Bakalaka stun every day. Greatest ever, he's the man. EJ's got the winning plan. He will prevail, he will succeed. Bakalaka stuns the creed. Followers shout with all their might. EJ's vision shining bright. From the east to every coast, Bakalaka stuns they toast. Greatest ever, he's the man. EJ's got the winning plan. He will prevail, he will succeed. Bakalaka stuns the creed. Followers shout with all their might. EJ's vision shining bright. From the east to every coast, Bakalaka stun they toast. Greatest ever, he's the man. EJ's got the winning plan. He will prevail, he will succeed. Bakalaka stuns the creed. Monitors hum with electric light. EJ's bringing dark to bright. In the chat, they give their cheer. Bakalaka Pakistan is near. It's near. It's Crete. It's near. Pakistan's the Crete.
Hey, you asked for it, you got it. Welcome to the Space and Rocket Review. It's time for the Space and Rocket Review. You two girls, tell your friends, Space and Rocket Review. You want the Yakuza song? Where is it? Here we go. There you go, you got it. All right, that's enough. Reading you 5x5 on UHF. Roger that, chat. Clear over now. All right. What the hell? I haven't touched this freaking camera. What? I'm part of the witness protection program. If you want to find Joseph Cooper, you didn't look further than the biggest form of child exploitation area on Earth. Scenario number 2. Coop went to Disney World. Eric Johnson, a witness who asked not to be identified. How? There's nothing else here. Focus, camera. What? Why? Why are you like this? Stop it. Come back. Oh! The camera's focused properly. You just got blurry over the break. I don't understand how it would have... What else would it have focused on? Who would have changed the settings and why? Guys. That makes me pretty happy. That's pretty good. It's pretty good, mate. It's pretty good. See over there? It's pretty good, mate. It's pretty cool, considering there was nothing back there. Yeah. All right, anyway. So welcome to the Space and Rocket Review. How's everybody doing? Must have been the cam goblets. Oh, would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Gremlins, man. Yeah. The boot is good. Sorry, trunk. It's an American car. You got to call it the trunk. If I had a 69 MGB GT here, Chuck, I would call it the boot and bonnet. It's an English car. I think this is a very fair rule. It's a very fair rule considering you guys are calling it the wrong name. I think it's very fair. That's a very fair rule. All right, so yeah, there's the Rocket Lab news. We'll add that to our list of things. We have I don't know. There's probably not as much news as yesterday, but hang on. Let me just get through. Good morning from Kwajalein Atoll. You're in Kwaj? Why are you in Kwaj? Never mind. Whatever. Let's just call it Kofferraum. Nein. Reißgeschlussverfahren. Reißgeschluss. Yeah. Yeah, we will call it that from now on. Yeah. I think that's German for peanut. It's not. It means zipper merge. Did NSF cover the International Rocket Engineering Competition? IREC? I don't think they do that, dude. Okay, we got a bunch of tags over in YouTube. What's going on, YouTube chat? How are you? Let's see. What do you think about the post on Twitter that Starbase has bad safety practices and the workers don't know their stuff and use their positions? It scares you. Well, starting out like that, Lev, I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You know, if people are getting hurt, that's bad. SpaceX should take care of that. But you got to understand, like this. Well, not you got to understand. Let me offer kind of a thing. It's no secret that Starbase is a very transformative area. Dude, if you worked there a month ago and then took a month off and then came back and looked at it now, it would look like a completely different place, right? The SpaceX moves quick. And look, Lev, here's the thing. Safety doesn't necessarily correlate to going slower. You can do things quickly and you can iterate on stuff quickly and you can also be safe. It's not one or the other. You can do both of those things. Right? People seem to think it's like mutually exclusive. No, you could just be safe and not do dumb things. With that being said, because of the changing nature of Starbase all the time, you're going to have some accidents. Like, and that's not okay. Like, I don't wish harm on anyone. But it does happen. Like, people get hurt, man. SpaceX got to make sure that they're looking out for the people that get hurt on the job. And they do. From what I understand, SpaceX's benefits are insanely good. From what I understand. So, yeah, it does happen, dude. I wouldn't have it keep you up at night. This is not me condoning unsafe work conditions. I'll leave that for me and my shop. Right? Like, look at nice burn on my wrist right there, you know, and then I got welding slag right there. That's good, you know. Just welding upside down when you don't know what you're doing is not a smart thing to do, but we did anyway. What the heck kind of song was the starting song? A good one. You're referring to... My sister just texted me. She heard the Bakalaka Dakistan song. Here. Hold up. Also, guys, if you excuse me for a second, I need to say hi to my niece. Hello. I see you. Anyway, how about this one? What did you throw in the garage? It was a soda.
One man has all the clues to help you solve your blues. EJ is his name and rockets are his game. Bolder than any man, crazy creations are his plan. Cities, Kerbal, and workers, they are at his command. Oh God, that's all I can think of. Chat bothers him all day and night, but Eej always puts up a fight. Weird impressions, internet memes. EA is always so extreme. I'm not a good songwriter, as you can.
You can. All right, that's enough. Anyway, all right, what else do we got? Maybe there was a Ford Focus nearby, so it focused on that. Oh gosh, how long has it been since you played KSP? Like syndicated KSP series? It's been a while. The last thing I did was build Starliner for NSF. But anyway. MX, is it worrying that SpaceX is discovering problems with Falcon 9 after a static fire that potentially never got noticed beforehand? This happened recently before AX-4 on a crewed mission. Thoughts? As long as you fix it, it's fine. Vast. You got this one. Starlink satellites are leaking radio signals that may ruin astronomy. It may ruin astronomy. Yeah, okay. John, people have been saying that for a long time. Anyway, was the song. All these songs are AI generated. It's the only thing that won't get you demonetized on YouTube. I can actually sing a song right now, and if it recognizes the lyrics, it will claim that song. Yeah, you got to be careful about that. Hey Prima, not sure how much of this is out there, but according to local media group, SpaceX is looking at the option of launching from Overberg in South Africa for
this is
polar
space.
launches.
I'm in space.
I don't think that's going to happen. You're AI generated. You're just text on a screen, man. I'm here. I don't know. I've never seen you. I think it's more damage from long life effects we've never seen before. Sure. Anyway, I'm sorry for the focus joke. Don't worry about it. Space Core. Yep. Oh, this is space. I'm in space. Serious Banana Man is here. How can it only be a 4-year sub if I've been here for nearly 6? I don't know. Don't ask questions. MX, my guess, dude, with like Falcon 9s and having seemingly having problems is that there's probably Falcon 9s that have launched, like a Starlink mission. Like, dude, we watch a good amount of those things. I rewatch every one. If I don't catch it live, I'll catch it whenever I wake up the next day, right? Like that's part of my read in the morning newspaper. Like if a Starlink launched in the middle of the night, I'll go and read it, right? So, read it. You know what I mean. Sometimes, dude, there's things that Falcon 9 does that it has like that you don't see like on every flight. That happens, and it's probably had leaks before that we just never noticed. Just, somebody, we chalked it up to just, oh, maybe it's just nighttime or swamp gas reflected off of Venus. The reason why it came up on the AX4 mission is because it's a crewed flight. So my guess is that SpaceX is more willing to roll the dice with a Starlink mission because it's not nearly as high risk as the AX4 mission. And this is probably something that, SpaceX is targeting the AX4 mission this Friday. It's on Friday, if I'm remembering right. So Friday, we'll start with the AX4 mission. We'll do a nice big long stream. And so these are probably things that Falcon 9 has run into, but we just don't really hear about it because it's not on a crew mission.
Go at throttle up.
Yeah, it's happened before. Dude, that's what I mean. Falcon 9 has probably had, we know that it had hiccups here. Like it's had hiccups here and there. I don't think this is a big deal as long as you fix the problem. Just fix it. What's the X4? The Axiom 4 mission, a commercial crewed flight to the ISS, to the International Space Station. When I say commercial crewed flight, it's not part of the commercial crew program. This is a civilian mission with ex-NASA astronaut Peggy Whitson at the helm, going up to the space station for a stay for a little while. Not long. It's not a long duration mission. Will you be in Texas for the 10th flight? On one hand, it's good that you're with NSF. On the other hand, your streams of the flight are cool. Everybody says that, Lev, and I don't know what the dang solution is. What's your schedule for Friday racing? Qatar. All right, you gave me a good layup for that. On Friday, guys, we have the Le Mans race. 2.4 hours at Le Mans. Start practicing. We got the big one. Big EJ Racing Administration race on Friday after Flame Trench. Did they swap the booster or did they fix the leak? They fixed the leak, from what I understand. You sure about that? Early mission, let's go. Love it. Wake up at 2 a.m. for a rocket launch. Something like that. Yes. So, yeah, we got the 2.4 hours. The EJR at 2.4 hours at Le Mans. So start practicing. Just join Discord. So newbie question, how do I find you? Tag at EJSA somewhere? Like you would in the stream, and then click on my name. Easy peasy. Or on the right-hand side, it should show everybody that's in the Discord. Racing in what? Assetto Corsa, we're racing GT3s and LMP2. It's a multi-class race. You can pick whatever one you want. Me, I'm racing GT3s. Did I check the AX4 conference? I have not seen that, no. Are they going to take enough food to cover themselves while they are up there? They pay to be up there, goalie, yeah. Now that they're way down on supplies with Cygnus. I'm pretty sure it's this short duration stay that's not going to affect it too much. Technically, they didn't fix the leak. They just added extra purging. Actually, Ariel, they did fix the leak. They took the rocket off the pad. We shared that for Space News yesterday. They at first they added a higher purge system, and then they said nah, and then they took the rocket off the pad. It's back in the HIF right now. Do you race on the Nordschleife sometimes? I'm sure we do at some point. Nürburgring Nordschleife, the North Circuit. Yeah, great track. That track's so freaking difficult, dude. 154 turns of mayhem. I don't understand why everybody makes a big deal out of a Falcon issue. SpaceX has experience and data. They will know what happens and how to fix it unless it's a new bug. It's very unlikely for Falcon 9 to get a new bug at this point, Graham. Especially, like I said, this is known behavior. If it was unknown behavior, the mission wouldn't be on Friday. If it was something happened that they'd never seen before, they wouldn't do a 48-hour turnaround, right? There's no way. This is definitely known behavior. This has definitely happened before. We just never heard about it. It's definitely a thing. And SpaceX already had the mitigations. It's not like you flip a switch. It's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to flip my Falcon 9 mitigation switch. All right, cool. It's good. They already had a workflow in here for solving this problem. And I'll bet you that Starlink missions, they've seen this behavior before. They wouldn't be so confident in a reschedule if they weren't. I wouldn't worry about it, dudes. I'm serious. I wouldn't worry about that. The right move was to fix it, was to take it off the pad and fix it. If it was a Starlink mission, I would have said add additional purging and send it. But it's not. There's people on board. Don't screw around with that. Take it off the pad, fix it, put it back out on the pad, send it. Which is exactly what they're doing. Don't screw around with crew missions like that. Don't roll the dice. Bad idea. X4 is the last contracted mission with SpaceX. Axiom wants another contract or two with SpaceX, but Axiom didn't even pay SpaceX for the past 4 missions. Yeah, Axiom has a liquidity problem. They have a liquidity problem when they decided they wanted to pivot from being a space station company, a space station provider, to a spacesuit provider, which was you know what, man? Benefit of hindsight here, obviously, but that was a really stupid thing to do. I said it was a stupid thing then, and it's still a stupid thing to do. If you're a startup, you don't take on contracts like that. No way. Bad idea. What rocket is in the HIF? The Axiom rocket is vertical. You sure about that? Maybe they did it last night. I don't know. Axiom issue was overhiring and then backing out after spending so much. Axiom's issue was they tried to scale too quickly. They didn't have enough capital to scale because they decided they wanted to make spacesuits and space stations and provide commercial and send people to the ISS. I think that them taking on the EVMU suit program was a stupid thing to do. I think it was stupid commercializing that contract. And NASA inadvertently screwed over the commercial low Earth orbit destinations program. Yeah. They did. Axiom was supposed to... Dude, those modules are supposed to be up there right now. They're supposed to be up there now. When's the last time you heard about anything that had to do with Axiom's space station? They're supposed to be up there now to complete a transition over from the ISS to the AX-1 station. Axiom was supposed to launch a bunch of modules, and they were supposed to dock to the ISS. That was supposed to be done now. Nope. It's not even on the horizon, dude. Because they decided they wanted to make spacesuits and partner with Gucci or something to make spacesuits. So they kind of screwed the commercial low Earth orbit destinations program. Why hasn't NASA paid to put supplies on the AX-4 mission for the USA? Maybe they have, John. I don't know for sure. I'd have to check the details of the mission. Problem that Axiom is whatever money they're getting from private flight, which is $240 million, is being redirected to paying Thales and Linea for the AXEMU dev. I know, that's what I just said. Which racing game was up on Friday? Assetto Corsa. Black Eagle. And we race Assetto Corsa with mods. Sorry, just adjusting the fan. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Think of that what you will. Axiom has not paid for a mission. They have not paid for any of these missions that they're running. They're up to the AX-4 mission. They have not paid SpaceX for any of these missions. Well, we don't know that for sure, but anyway. Regular Assetto or Competizioni? Regular Assetto. Space Pope with 100 bits and Chris Fu with 105-month resub. Thank you. Major Who had a 16-monther in there before that. Thank you very much. Wasn't Bigelow supposed to build the space station too? Bigelow folded during COVID. They went bankrupt, and all of the patents for all their space stations, which were NASA's stuff, originally went back to NASA. I don't think Axiom is going to go belly up. It's just they're going to have some trouble scaling. So you said lemons for Friday? I'll see if I can learn it. Lemon. Cirque de la Saf. I haven't had much luck on that track. Le Mans is not difficult. It's not a hard track. There are some technical spots in the third sector, but it's not too bad. There are more technical tracks. It's long. It's a long track, and we're going to be racing a lot of it. That's what makes that track difficult. If only someone was building a big stainless steel reusable space station. Yeah, right? 24 hours of lemons. Sure. Isn't the Axiom crew supposed to name the capsule? Yes, they're going to name, what is it, C218? The practice session for EJR Le Mans is up right now. If you guys want to go practice. Either way, SpaceX gave them some leeway, and as much as I hate SpaceX shenanigans, they're sometimes good when it comes into helping foster a LEO economy. I know it's not from the kindness of their heart. There's financial motives behind it. But the way they're handling Axiom Vast partnerships is good. C213, that's what it is. Thank you. Does it have an S15 in it? Assetto? You can, there's mods, so you can put whatever car you want into it. Dinkelberg is considering practicing later today. Scenario number 2. Dinkelberg went to Disneyland. All right. Cool. All right. So let's check out what's going on with the rest of the space news. Today we're chartering a new operation dedicated to supporting national security space as a prime contractor. Sierra Space Defense. This will include expansion plans with a new production facility called Victory Works, adding 60,000 square feet of manufacturing space and bringing our total infrastructure to more than 1 million square feet across 7 states. With $1.5 billion in contracts, including 18 missile warning satellites for the SDA, we're driving the future of defense tech. Yeah, maybe you guys could like do that thing with the thing that you built a long time ago and like launch it or something. Yeah, Moist, is that bad if that's the vibe I get? Like, all right. I knew you'd have opinions on this one. So, what's that say? Victory works, however long and hard the road may be. Well, apparently for you guys, it's a freaking interstate because you guys have been traveling on that road for a little while. I don't know. That's cool. I mean, they have $1.5 billion in contracts, I guess, including 18 missile warning satellites for Space Defense Authority. I forget what SDA means. That's great. What about Dream Chaser? When's that thing going? We haven't heard anything from them for a long time. Like they had a lot of stuff and they were like, "Yeah, we're working on all kinds of good stuff." And just got a bunch of renders. That was it landing on Tatooine. Okay. Sunny. Like, look at all these things that aren't launching stuff into space. That's weird. If I recall correctly, Sierra already has income, but a lot of it's with NASA. Yeah, I don't know. That's cool that they're doing that. I think that's super neat, and that's good to see the diversification and more money being spent in the in the aerospace companies. But like, where's Dream Chaser, man? What do you like? One hop, dude. You know, is it even a priority? Like, that's kind of what I'm wondering. Don't you have that contract with NASA for resupply? We kind of need that, considering somebody dropped Cygnus and broke it, and they have to make another one. They could just be working silently. Working silently. Okay. Yeah, Dreamcatcher was the name of my little shuttle in Kerbal. Like, look, dude, look. What's the first reply to this? When is Dream Chaser launching? Great question. See, Luke. When's that happening? ULA say they are waiting for Sierra to say they are ready. Yeah, what are you doing? What have you been doing? Like, I'm starting to think they found something wrong with tenacity or something. As much as Dream Chaser is cool, would it be safe to say that there aren't even 10 miles past this sign according to your analogy? It's not my analogy, it's there. It's theirs. Yeah, Maddie, that's a nice sign. But yeah, they like Dream Chaser we thought was doing good. Like, we thought they were getting ready to go. As far as I know, it's down at the Cape, but we haven't seen any pictures of it. I don't know. It's just this defense thing that's Victory Works is cool. $1.5 billion in contracts, 18 missile warning satellites. That's really neat. Where's Dream Chaser, man? Like, I can't help but think that. Anyway, so this morning, Rocket Lab launched the Mountain God Guards mission, and we had a pretty awesome angle of this here. Peter Beck posted this. That's funny, Baron. All right. Headphone users, this is probably going to be loud. Headphone users. We covered this at the beginning of the stream, but it's probably going to be loud. All right, ready? You've been warned. Nice. So the mission did launch, and Rocket Lab actually, as far as I can tell, they were the first ones to ever do this. They had, headphone users again, they had a microphone up on their second stage and got audio of the second stage starting. Listen to this.
Miko confirmed.
Stage separation confirmed.
That is a healthy Rutherford engine startup on the.
Cool. You hear the zzz, you hear the turbo pump spool up. It's not a turbo pump, but you hear the pump spool up. SpaceX did that with Falcon 9 1.0. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, that's a good point. We won't talk about that anymore. But yeah, kidding. The Mountain God guards, as far as I could tell, got into space. It looked like it underperformed a little bit going up, but the guidance system compensated for it. They showed their telemetry for like a second. Everything looked okay. That's some great white noise. They seem to be using their accelerometers as a contact mic. Interesting. We use structure-borne vibrations to recreate audio. That's weird. Cool. So yeah, that mission went off this morning. It was Rocket Lab's 8th mission of 2025. There's 66 mission total. Launched out of the LC-1A from the Mahia Peninsula, and yeah, everything went well at that mission as far as I can tell. I mean, Peter Beck pretty much said, you know, 100% mission success. Mission success, Electron has deployed its 227th payload to space and the latest satellite for IQPS. There you go. Just hold on. One more time. Let it go. Yeah, they're really starting to cook. That's pretty cool. Listen to this. I've heard this before. Yeah, there have been other audios. Oh, I miss Delta. I miss Delta 4. Whack-a, 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 whack-a. Whack-a, whack-a, whack. You look like a whack-a, 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 whack-a. Yeah, you can hear the motor throttle up over here. If it wasn't for Rocket Lab, who do you think would have launched this satellite? Probably Arianespace or JAXA or something. Do you know if the engines run on direct current or alternating current and what voltage? No idea. I have no clue, dude. High voltage? I'm guessing it's high voltage. I don't know what voltage it's running at. I mean, dude, it's got to be high voltage. It's got to be enough to spin the turbo pumps. Turbo pumps. I said it again. Spin the pumps. You spin the fluid impellers. It's got to be a lot, dude. You guessing AC? I mean, they talk about battery hot swap and high voltage battery swapping, so I'm gonna guess it's probably direct current, dude. Most planes are DC. Hey Jay, how's it going today, duder? Is your head feeling better? Cody, I'm alright. I'm alright, yeah. Anyway, good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, the Rocket Lab really coming out of nowhere. They've launched a lot of missions in the past 2 weeks. 2 missions in the past 2 weeks, if I'm reading that right. It's pretty good stuff. So, Vast has a new video out about their space station module, so let's turn on closed captioning, and because we can't listen to the audio, it'll mute the VOD. We're at a point in our history. Oh, wait, here. We're at a point in our history where we have never seen this much investment and activity in human spaceflight ever. Okay, we're on a trajectory that puts humans in space permanently. They're already in space permanently. The next big thing in space isn't just getting there. It's learning how to stay. With the International Space Station due to be retired in 2030, we believe it's up to us to solve for this future. Okay. That means building dedicated space stations for private and government astronauts, expanding access to low Earth orbit, and pushing even further, building human habitats for Mars. It is very important, not just for the future of humanity, but the future of Earth, that we do our best to preserve it. All right, is there anything of substance here? We all want to go to space. We get it. Ah, very nice. Oh, there's the test article. Sick. That's super cool. All right, I'm shutting that off. Is that Hans? Wait a minute. All right, I'm unmuting the audio. Hans Koningsman? Really?
How different is going to be from the experience right now at the International Space Station?
In 2026,
Hans Koningsman is a founding member of SpaceX. He's an advisor. Interesting. Vast. Crew of 4 will visit Haven 1 for 2 weeks, launching and docking aboard the proven SpaceX Dragon spacecraft. It's important for humanity to get to the stars. I think it's not only good economically, but just good for the human spirit. Humans need a frontier and something to explore. Yes, precisely. Oh! There's some good welding going on there, bros. There's some good welding going on. Seriously, though, welding upside down like that absolutely sucks. That's not fun at all. Yeah. Especially that guy's doing TIG welding, if I'm looking at that right. He's got a feed rod. TIG welding because he's welding billet. No blow through. You're not going to get blow through with a TIG. TIG welding is very low heat. Should ask them for pointers. Let's be real. That dude makes a lot more money than I do. Oh, so there's where the good welding is. Hey, Max.
In unprecedented time, probably 5 times faster and 5 times lower cost than anyone else has built a space station module.
right now there are nearly...
Okay. It's really the people that make it. Like that's there was actually, you saw them putting it together. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Probably makes more than you. Yeah. Once we master MIG welding, TIG is the next step. TIG welding. Where is Vast's manufacturing HQ? It's in Southern California. Okay, I need help. Where was that rocket launch where the guy calls out 3, 2, 1, go? Here, I'll get you the link. Hang on. I'll find it. Okay, I got it. I got it. Here. I hate YouTube Shorts. That was loud. Sorry. My fault. I didn't headphone users when I should have headphone users.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Dude, that's freaking sick, man. That's the best launch commentary ever. sorry for the ears. My bad. That was all. That's the best commentary ever. You know, there's like, oh, liftoff. The rocket has cleared the down. No, that's freaking sick. But what was that launch? It was a commercial launch out of Australia, dude. I forget which. It was a sounding rocket. I forget what it was. 3, 2, 1, go! Here. Look.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Dude, that's me every time I see one. Every time I see one go, I'm like, yeah. Do that next time you're commentating, Aaron. Somewhere out there is Das and I think it's on Das's YouTube channel. Das and I covering the Falcon Heavy launch. Falcon Heavy first flight. You should go watch that because that was pretty, yeah. Or just watch the Flight 5. The Flight 5 reaction, dude. My Flight 5 reaction is still funny, man. It still makes me laugh. Here, I'll show you real quick. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, give me 1 sec. Let me find it. Where is it? That was loud again. What? This is still funny. Headphone users, this is gonna be loud. Trust me on this one. Oh wait, that's the NSF footage. Hold on. Hold on 1 sec. Watch this.
You can see how fast this vehicle is moving.
Should be getting an ignition here in a second.
We're now down to 3 Raptor engines.
There's some naughty language that's about to be said here. There's some naughty language that's about to be said. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on in. Come on in.
goodness! What the? This is absolutely insane!
Dude, I'm really happy the mic blanked out what I said. I'm really happy the mic blanked out what I said. It was not appropriate. The Astro rocket flying sideways, dude, that was still fun. I love this job. This job's the best, man. Like that. Hold on, one more time. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, Dan standing it. Dan couldn't speak straight. That's pretty funny. Neither could I, for what it's worth. Oh my goodness. The EJO face is legendary. Oh, that's awesome. No. Dude, I can't even do it. Like, EJ Flight 5 emote went. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty funny. Oh man, that makes me happy. Dude. I'm not, like, I know I keep my cool with most rocket launches, right? Like nowadays, but somewhere up there, every time, I'm like, that's the coolest thing ever, man. Like, internally, like, I keep my cool for the commentary, but internally, I'm like, that's awesome. You know, like, oh, do we have to watch the Falcon Heavy one? Do we have to? All right. All right, fine. Oh boy. This. Yo, look at that! It's behind! The red dress is behind! Yes! Look at the thing go! You have to be kidding me! I can't do this, man. It's so... no, my goodness. It did skip to 8:30. I remember Doss saying stick to, and then I just went bananas, man.
Shut down. Oh, yeah, there they are. Where? They are, right there. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Oh, my God. Right. Yeah! Come on down, baby. Woo! Got him, Dust? No. I see him, though, dude. I see him. Yeah, baby. All right. You've got to be kidding me, man. Yeah, they just went behind that thing. We're about to hit the long cloud. Yeah, the long cloud. Gotcha. I see it. Yeah, I got him. They're there, y'all. They're right there. Yeah. They're so close. They're right there. Yeah, baby. Look at that. You've got to be kidding me. Come on, baby. Yes. Come on, stick the landing. Dude. You've got to be kidding me. What? Stick it. Stick to landing.
Stick to. Dude, that very insightful commentary. You had hair back then. Thanks for that. I appreciate you. Oh boy. That was the pre-edit, dude. That was before NASA spaceflight. Yeah, that was DOS is tracking it with a Canon G20. Now, EJ, first thoughts. dude, you know, never seen that before. 2 of them coming down. Yeah, I screamed all the hair out. The smoke, too much smoke came out, and you know, it's there, it exists. It's just, hey, that's what happens when it ablates, man. A blade of hair, you know what I mean? I tell you what I do, man. I'd want to see 2 boosters land at the same time, man. Dang straight, always wanted to do that. What's that one, Element? Oh no. Oh, okay, as long as we're doing this. Ah! Ah! Run! Run! It's on fire! Everything's on fire! That was pretty funny. So this is a base that we're working on in Stationeers, and in Stationeers, if you don't get your mixtures right and there's a source of ignition, well, just here. Ah! Ah! Run! Run! It's on fire! Everything's on fire! I don't know if it was 100% O2. I forget what we were doing. I think I was working on atmospherics and it caught on fire. Oh, man. Yeah, it's the game where you stood in front of a rocket engine. Yeah, it didn't end well. I'm noticing a trend of you burning down buildings in video games. That's only happened a couple of times, okay? All right? But also, I'm a little bit of a pyro, okay? A little... We gotta delete that save tonight. I'm not playing Subnautica. No. All right. Anyway, let's get back to space news. So Vast is working on that station, and then they're looking for a flight next year, man, which is pretty good. Just have your character step in front of a bus. I was thinking steal the Ferndale and then gun it down the road, and whatever happens, happens. EJ on fire. Or not. Well, I give up on the MSC save. I ruined the continuity of the save, and yeah, I'm just gonna start over. It's tainted. Not because I burned the house down. It's tainted because I Alt F4'd out of it, and the house, the last time I saved was before I burnt the house down. So we got the house back, but I don't want, nope. Screwed the continuity, start over. Can you please go back to 33 seconds? Wait, how big is that thing? 33 seconds? It's fairly large, dude. I highly doubt it's 44 meters in diameter. I mean, metric is my adopted measuring system. It's not my mother tongue measuring system. I'm pretty sure that's not 44 meters across. I'm pretty sure it's like 4.4 meters, not 44 meters. Phil, you missed the Sierra segment, but you're right. Dream Chaser is still moving along, but definitely not priority 1 right now. The amount of money that the DoD, SDA, and other government customers dumping into space right now makes that priority. Sierra won one of the SDA tranches, and that's the gateway to future missions, bringing in billions. Yeah, stupid. Gonna try for $120? Yes, Tessa. Pretty sure it's supposed to be 4.4, not 44. The launch vid you were looking at 10 minutes ago should be in the NSF intro. Jeez. It's designed to fit in Falcon 9's fairing. Yeah, Falcon 9's fairing isn't 44 meters in diameter, I don't think. I don't think it's that. RDE company time. Okay. Venus Aerospace. All right, what do we got here? Venus Aerospace, the future of hypersonic flight. All right. A new era of hypersonic. Okay, save me the squared space page. What are we doing here? That looks like an RDE engines. RDRE. The world's most efficient rocket engine. Introducing the Venus Rotating Detonation Rocket Engine. Our RDRE changes everything, and Venus is the first venture-backed aerospace company to bring the RDRE from concept to commercialization. Detonation engines are a breakthrough technology for rocket propulsion, which has the potential to offer several benefits over traditional rocket engines. RDRE can amplify performance on rocket-powered products currently on the market. From defense to commercial uses, our RDRE can enable vehicles to go faster and further. All right, let's see it. Headphone users, this probably is going to be loud. This is probably going to be loud. No sound. This place is a prison. They flew an RDE flight article. First one. Cool. This is a prison on planet bullcrap in the galaxy of this eats cow steak. Yes. 44 meter diameter. Yes. Yep. Okay. Cool. I posted it at the same time they did, remember? Yeah, Seacracken posted it again today, so this is cool, man. That's good stuff. I mean, that's not, none of that's clickable. Okay. Flight test. Future of hypersonic flight. And oh my god. Okay. Plan. Oh yeah, I remember looking at this, dude. I remember looking at it because I was trying to figure out what kind of plane that was. Jim is on the advisory board. No, it's all good, Aquax. I know what you meant. Dude, I know you, dude. I know what you meant. All good. I don't know if Seacracken does. He probably wants to kick you in the scrotum right now. Or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. You broke my ears several times today. That one wasn't my fault, all right? That one wasn't my fault. I'm not yawning. I'm just making faces at you. And I just don't want you to see it. They launched their supersonic test bed. The one they launched off of a movable rail was an RDE. Oh, okay. Cool. Never have that helmet down in front of me. How do I know you're not making faces at me under that thing? Did you press play? Then it was your fault. Hey, Tessa. Shut up. Boom.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
Bruh. By this I meant the video you had up. Yeah, I remember you showing me that, dude. That was loud, but good loud. Yeah. Imagine not normalizing your volume output to 20 minus 24 LUF LUFs. Yeah, you know, I don't know what that is, so I'm a little bit confused by your tactics. I'm gonna keep acting tough until I figure out what's going on. Hey, Tygon, 24-month resub. Thank you very much. I'm a little confused by your tactics. Doo-doo caca poo poo. Check the paragraph below. I don't understand what that picture is, Baron. Goalie, what's this? Did you see blue? I don't know. Yeah, we saw them. We saw them doing that. That's cool. Leaders French. Give me some cola. Anyway. PP! Yeah, right. So Vast is working on stuff. Sierra Space is raking defense contracts. So there's a couple of other things that I want to talk about here. So we didn't get to this yesterday, but, you know, hey, here we are. Did I hear that Kit Kat is now the official chocolate of Formula One? The official chocolate of Formula One. Every day, Formula One strays further from God's light. And that's sad. Sad. Have you covered the new Starship pads at the Cape yet? I did talk about them briefly a little bit last week, Conan. We could talk about them a little more, but this is what I wanted to show you guys. So my buddy Ryan over at NSF, Ryan actually had why am I so tired? Stop it. You had a compilation of all the NASA accounts which are being discontinued. So if you guys haven't noticed, on X, a lot of NASA accounts have been posting this. Important update. As part of NASA's effort to streamline communications, this account will be archived in the coming weeks. But don't worry. My mission isn't going anywhere. For continued access to the latest Perseverance news, images, and science, please follow NASA Mars. So a lot of NASA accounts are getting deactivated and archived. And NASA is in a big push to consolidate their media presence and streamline their media presence. Now, the irony of the name Perseverance. Now, this is this is very interesting, okay? It's very interesting. Now, why? Why is that interesting? So you'd think, here. Hang on. You'd think that this would kind of be a problem, right? And that's kind of sucks because that means that, you know, NASA's kind of streamlining it and getting rid of a lot of STEM stuff, right? But a couple of things that I noticed, okay? And let me get the right stuff up here. Hang on. I'm trying to find the right thread. Okay, here. Check this out. So this is coming from Jonathan McDowell. So NASA's consolidating media accounts for consistent messaging, which is bad the same way every cafe in town being a Starbucks forcing a consistent menu on you is bad, much less the chance of something interesting to your taste, but not to HQ, making it into the public domain. Is it just me or is EJ's camera out of focus? Dude, I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing. It just decided to unfocus at the beginning of the stream, dude. Now, okay. I don't necessarily disagree with Jonathan McDowell here, but guys, and I don't really know where I stand on this, right? To be honest with you, I'm not sure where I'm at. Less probably isn't a good idea. Nice. And obviously this is echoing a bigger plan. How many of those accounts actually post unique content regularly? I mean, a good amount of them do. Now, I'm trying to find the right words here. Okay. I think I got it. So this was very recent. This started happening 2 days ago. I think it was at the beginning of the week, basically. Maybe like Tuesday, yesterday, right? So what does that mean? Well, obviously that means the budget request, the presidential budget request may have gone into effect, which does seem kind of like bad news. That did call for a really big reduction in workforce for NASA. Interestingly enough. Now, do you like that? Do people like that? Should we like that? No. 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 Bad. Now, one could make the argument that there's too many. And there's so many that people are going to get overwhelmed, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? And streamlining it down does make more sense, and you can get the news out better and carry a more consistent media presence, which I kind of understand. That does make sense. I don't necessarily disagree with that. And a lot of people here don't seem to not disagree with that either. Right now, the budget is on a continuing resolution, not Trump's budget. So, spoiled. Interesting thing here, okay? And I might be looking at this the wrong way. It's possible. It's very clear that when I shared my opinions about the budget proposal and the NASA administrator for Flame Trench last week, that a lot of people thought I was kind of nuts. And I mean, they're not wrong, but I said that the White House put forth that budget proposal, right? That's not good for NASA, with the expectation that Rook was going to be the administrator. And then they pulled the nomination for Jared Isaacman because Elon and Trump got into a fight. Now, here's the interesting thing. NASA's consolidating all these. The nomination for Jared Isaacman has been pulled. But if we scroll down a little bit, I think consolidation makes sense. Jared Isaacman said this. I think consolidation makes sense. Just last month, the NASA SMB account posted an AI-generated rocket. Sure, the hardcore space community has an affinity for certain accounts. But what about the next generation NASA should be trying to captivate? How would they even find these accounts in a forest of handles? There needs to be a better categorization with a focus on quality over quantity. That said, consolidation is just a start. I think they should bring in outside space educators and content creators. I'll do it. I'll commentate on launches good. And I use English good. No. Embed them in NASA's most exciting programs and let them help tell the story. Okay, and Jonathan McDowell replied, But I think NASA sometimes underestimates the leverage effect of the hardcore space community spreading the word in their own communities with talks and other outreach events. And the next generation of kids will find accounts the way we all do on social media, clever posts that go viral. Also a good point from Jonathan, for sure. So, okay. I want to point out something here. Guys, I might be reading too much into this, but why does Rook care? Hear me out. Why does he care? He obviously explained why they're doing this. But why does he care? He's not the NASA administrator. And why is NASA carrying out part of the plan that he came up with? Do you think I'm reading into this too much? Spoiled, you cut right to the chase. Do you think Trump is considering putting him back? I do. I'm reading too much into it. I don't know, man. Moreover, why is Rick talking about this like, okay, if you look at some of Jared Isaacman's replies here, let me go find it. If you look, at some of his replies here, he's talking about, he's been talking about like what he would have done as NASA administrator, but the way he's talking about it is like he still has yet to do it, which is interesting. Like he's still laying out plans, etc., etc. And he's kind of defending his position, etc., etc. Like, look, read this. I know the community is frustrated by the proposed budget environment, but that doesn't mean you throw up your hands and say the heck with it. First, very little of it is within NASA's control. It's the president's budget. Congress enacts it, and if they don't, we end up with a unique CROMB, Continuing Resolution, Office of Management and Budget environment. And for what it's worth, the deficit is out of control, blah, 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 blah. Okay. The focus should be on what is in NASA's control, whether it's 19 or 25 billion. A billion is still a billion. A lot can be done with those dollars. Heck, just for inflation, the entire Manhattan Project over 4 years was 30 billion. What doesn't help the agency, the broader community, is meeting every challenge with, well, the budget's getting cut, science is being gutted, NASA decimated, it's game over. That mindset gets us nowhere. I agree with that. Could he be selling himself or making his ideas public to pressure the new guy? Dude, the way he's talking sounds like it's not a surefire thing that he's done, which is very interesting. And I think that coupled... Okay. We're going to get into it. Just bear with me. The president and Elon have both walked back everything that they said. They even gone so far as saying, yeah, we screwed up. We screwed up. We shouldn't have aired out our dirty laundry out in public, etc., etc. Both of them have said this. He's dressing for the job he wants, not the job he has. Sorry, Rule 8, this was today. Yeah, that's what I mean. The president did an interview today. Here, just listen. I don't know. Make of this what you will. I don't really want this to be like, oh, this is what the president said. This is what Elon said. But this is kind of important here. Listen to this.
But, you know, it is what it is that happens. Things like that happen. I don't blame him for anything. That I was a little disappointed.
Could you reconcile?
Say it?
Could you reconcile with him? Do you think? Could you forgive him?
I guess I could, but we have to straighten out the country. But
interesting. I'm not a tinfoil hat person, but if you don't like a face, put a mask over to cover the look. You don't need him in the spotlight to run it. I guess. Dude, you can call me crazy, but I think both of them realized how much they screwed up. They've walked back everything. Elon said he's sorry for saying everything. He's sorry about talking about pulling dragon. He deleted all those tweets, and the president said, dude, okay, look. All right, this might be me hitting copium. This might be me reading too much into it. This might be the optimist in me. When has the president ever walked back insulting someone? Ever. Read the frickin' room, dude. I'm still holding on for hope. I think Isaacman I think he'll get back there just by the way he's talking. He's talking about all the plans that he wants to do as NASA administrator like he's going to get the job. Go read his posts. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Off that copium. Or I'm like 100% wrong and my concept of reality is in another dimension. If the president wanted to go butt heads with Elon more, he would have come up with a crazy nickname for him like he does with everybody that he doesn't like, and he would have made this whole thing. He walked it back. And so did Elon. I kind of want to see them get back together. That would be great. Mom and dad, stop fighting. No, but I don't know. I just started kind of putting two and two together here. Like Elon said he called him last night, ironically after the space news where I said you should call him and make up things, go make up with the president so we can do more space stuff.
I'm in space.
Right? That's important. Icon, hey, thanks for the 5 subs, man. JD won't be from a broken home. Oh, good for him. Dude, call me crazy, man, but like, why is Rook talking about what he wants to do as NASA administrator? Why is he talking about what he wants to do as NASA administrator? And he's not going to be if he was not going to be NASA administrator. And more importantly, why is NASA carrying out his streamlined plan for social media creation when he's not going to be NASA administrator? Why is that happening? That was his plan. Clearly, he's the one that defended it in that post with Jonathan McDowell. Why is NASA carrying that out? See what I'm talking about, man? Something's stirring the Kool-Aid here. He could be trying to set up a jumping point for the next nominee, because after last week, who the heck would even want to get into the middle of Orange Guy and Elon? Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe. Isaacman had a supermajority of votes in the Senate. I think the president may have pissed off too many people. That's what I mean, dude. I think they both realized how much of a frick up last week was. I really do. I really think they both went, oh, yeah, we probably shouldn't have done that. You don't air out your dirty laundry in a public forum, dude. You don't do that. Especially if you're the president and the richest guy in the world, man. I honestly think that he'll reinstate him. I really do. As of June 11th, 2025, I could be 100% wrong on this. In fact, I'm probably 100% wrong on this. But I'm noticing things, noticing patterns here that don't really make a lot of sense. Why is NASA carrying out Rook's social media plans for NASA? Why is Rook defending his social media plans when he doesn't work for NASA? And why is the president and Elon both walking back everything that they said? I don't know, man. I'm still going to hold on to for hope, but it is a little weird, right? Considering I don't think I've ever seen once again, just from a completely apolitical standpoint, I don't think I've ever seen the president insult somebody and then walk it back. Ever. Like, ever. Do you remember the last time you did that? I don't. What do your NSF guys think about this? I don't know, Lisa. I haven't really talked a lot with them about it. Like, dude, he don't walk back stuff. He'll insult you, and he'll keep insulting you if he doesn't like you. What if Rick knows who the replacement administrator is? Maybe. Rubio, yeah, that's a good point. He kind of, it took a while, right? But I guess McGillicuddy, a better way to say it would be like, you've never seen him walk back that, like, in a week. He did not like Marco Rubio, then he liked him, and then he didn't like, I don't know what's going on over there. I don't pay attention to that part too much, right? You know, yeah, exactly, Willie. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, dude. I've never seen him walk an insult like that back so damn quickly. I think I'm going to hold on for hope. Once again, why would Rick be talking about his plans for NASA? Why would NASA be implementing his plans if he wasn't there? You know, it's a little bit of a stretch, I'll admit. But also, I'm kind of really just trying to put out some positive vibes into the aether and hoping that cooler heads will prevail. So, once again, very thin, unlikely, but wouldn't that be nice? All I know is Brian Wilson died today, and I'm sad about it. Respect, man. But you don't have to worry. He's been all around this during his life, he was all around this great big world, and he saw all kinds of girls. But you know he couldn't wait to go back to the coolest place in the world. Stop. No. Elon is almost single-handedly funding the Republican campaign fund, so he holds a lot of leverage. Urist, I think they both realized they were in a Mexican standoff, if you really want my honest opinion. I think they both realized, oh crap, we kind of need each other. We really can't be at each other's throats. And if we are at each other's throats, we're both kind of screwed. So I think that, like I said, I've never seen a president walk back insulting somebody that quickly. And Elon, also stubborn. I've never seen him walk back stuff that fast. I mean, they both were like, okay, no, maybe not. That's not a good idea. Both have dirty laundry on each other to hang them. But yeah, maybe. Hopefully they use the dirty laundry and we get Isaacman out of this. I don't like reading about this and telling you guys about this, but I don't know, man. Maybe if I put some positive energy out into the void, maybe it'll happen. Maybe, like, think of the children. Think of poor JD Vance. Think poor JD Vance. That's right, spoiled. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking, man. Good. It's not you pretty much are on the same page with me there. That's what I'm saying, man. It's kind of reassuring to know that I'm not the only one that kind of sees that. Did you say thank you even once? You forgot to say please. No. JD Vance memes are celebrated in here. I think they're hilarious. As long as they're apolitical. Like, you forgot to say please. Then it's really, really funny. Like, everyone can appreciate those. Hey, Ewok. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it doesn't make sense. Who says it was Rook's plan to begin with? Defending it does not make it his idea. Really? Black, why would he sit there and defend the actions of an administration that he has nothing to do with, that isn't his idea? I think that's the question you should be asking. That makes no sense, dude, right? Like, Rook laid out his NASA plans after he was pulled. This was part of his plan. That's what I'm saying, man. It doesn't make any sense. Did you know JD and Little X fight over who gets the Xbox? You can't. No, don't play split screen. Play single player, and we'll trade off. No, don't give me the Game Shock controller. I don't want that. Don't give me the Game Shock. I don't want that Game Shock controller. Sorry. Sorry. Too far. Give me the controller. Male children, I think, is appropriate. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. I think they both kind of realized what was going on and said, it is always darkest before the dawn. I'm trying to think of it now as the calm before the storm of our great space adventure. Dude, can't see me. Let me put it to you like this. If this was 2023 and this happened, I'd be like, he's not coming back. There's no way he's coming back. But you forgot. It's 2025. It's 2025. Craziness is the norm. So that would happen, right? Like, I'm just saying. The Game Cat's controller, I don't want that one. It has Swift. I swear your controller is plugged in. He could be guessing too. Just playing out, yeah, just playing devil's advocate. Yeah, Black, that makes sense, dude. Also, the Senate pushed a budget completely counter to what Trump wanted after Isaacman was pulled. Yeah, that's right. Grayson, you can make JD Vance mean as long as they're apolitical. I don't have a problem with that. Like talking about him and X arguing over an Xbox controller. That's hilarious. What you said did no. No ticket. It's just interesting to kind of think about. You know, so like, I don't know. I was just trying to offer a dissenting train of thought from all the NASA accounts being pulled, because that's frankly depressing news. But dude, it just, you know, you put two and two together, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Can't see me. I watched Challenger with you, 5th grade class. Now I see double booster landings and a booster catch. Think of how nuts will be when they land again on the moon and Mars. Yeah, man. Yeah. Back in the day, there's always a good controller and a bad controller. That's right, dude. Yeah, you give your friend the Game Cats or Game Shark controller or whatever. And that controller sucks. It was the 25th anniversary of Dogman. I took Ewok to it in the theater. Now she understands. No ticket. Just put him through a vote. Confirm him. Let's move on. I think that will happen, Nova. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. I think it's gonna happen, dude. You know, I just dude, no ticket is from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. That's right. When he throws the guy off the train. Yep, with the tank running next to it. Yes. No ticket. Hi, crazy. Yeah, okay. You're right there with me on it, Ace? I know it's a stretch, dude, but like, here, let's just here, I want to see replies too. Hey, Diabetic Kid, $5 super chat. My bad. I thought I was subscribed this whole time. Oh, don't worry about it. I thought it was a Zeppelin. Oh yeah, he threw the guy off the Zeppelin. That's right. Looks like I gotta go watch Last Crusade again. See? Look. See what I mean? Oh, man, I hope. Man, I hope I'm right. I hope. You think it would look too submissive if it actually happened? Maybe. Here, I want to read this thread here. I think consolidation makes sense. All right, we read that already. Well, President wants to cut NASA's entire STEM budget, cut the science budget nearly in half. Not sure what that says about efforts to captivate NASA, the next generation. Less outreach and far fewer programs to work on. I know the community is... See, like, look, this is what I'm talking about. I read this post too. I know the community is frustrated by the proposed budget environment, but that doesn't mean you... Yeah, okay, so actually we read that one already. If you honestly think NASA is a fitting place for massive cuts or cut overall, that isn't what I wrote. Yeah. Yeah. See, again, there are 100 plus social accounts very much in favor of consolidating and focusing more on quality over quantity. I do think the agency should bring educators and content creators behind the scenes on the best projects to document the journey better. Just need to tell the story with fewer accounts. Again. And then we already went over that thread with Chris, you know. Spent the last few months assembling a pretty exhaustive plan shaped by the insights from a lot of smart, passionate people. No shortage of input. Everybody loves NASA and wants to help. Like he has this the whole plan's laid out, you know. Right, Maddie? Okay. All right. I'm not trying to sell you on this, guys. Like, I'll be 100% honest. It's real thin. But it is also 2025. Stranger things have happened. Like, why even go out there and say stuff like this? America must lead in space for our national security, for world-changing discoveries that await. And so the next generation of inspired dreamers could take us even further. We can't even get this wrong. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, see? Interesting. That's what I'm saying, spoiled. 100 plus accounts, many that don't post unique content frequently, is not outreach. NASA supercomputing or whatever barely posts anything at all. You're seeing political maneuvering. I just see a guy that loves the country and space. Yeah, but John, you realize in saying that, you know, like, that takes my theory and throws it out the window in your opinion. Which, all right, I guess that's... But yeah, dude, all I'm saying is that you know, it could happen. I wouldn't, like, if it happened, I'd be like, nice. Bill, the wording does not look like the casual writing of someone who just loves space. That's... I really, you know, I hope I'm right. I'm probably wrong, though. I don't know. Just thought I'd try to bring some positivity to all, you know, the fact that all the NASA accounts are getting axed. But consolidation of the accounts does make sense. I mean, now that I'm really thinking about it, NASA's social media presence is frankly atrocious. Like, it's not great. It could be their outreach could be a little bit better, and maybe streamlining is the first start to making it better. Who knows? I think we can assume Rook will have a say in someone's ear when and where it matters. Counting him out of the game is obviously short-sighted. Yeah, maybe, dude. Oh, I hate NASA Plus. Whoever thought NASA Plus was a good idea needs to not be NASA Plusing at all. Anyway. It's too thin at first glance. Yeah, I know what you mean. Anyway, RGV has some pictures of Starship Pad 2B Pad, or whatever. Whatever you want to call it. Pad 2, Pad B, Pad Beta, Pad the Second, Pad the Younger, versus Pad A, which is Pad the Elder. That's looking pretty close to being done. They still got a lot of forms up and stuff here, but yeah, pretty good. Pad Thai, yeah. The new one. Starship Pad the Younger versus Starship Pad the Elder. That's what I'm calling them from now on. Yeah, I'm calling it that from now on. It's a good idea. Pretty good stuff, man. All right, let's see, just while we're here, let's see what's going on in SPL. Now Starbase Live. Starship Pad Episode 2. Yeah, that's good. They're drilling more pilings over here for the Gigabay. And it looks like they've built all the way up to High Bay 2 right there. Or Mega Bay 2, excuse me. Looks like it may rain soon. I'm pretty sure it's rained already today there. It's looks kind of mucky over here. Do we know what SpaceX internal refers them as? In their FAA documents, it's referred to Pad A, referred to as Pad A and Pad B, Bill. But Dan Hewitt on X the other day, while Elon and Trump were kind of going at each other's throats, dude, he said that, I know I don't want to stir the pot, but it's Pad 2. It's always been Pad 2. I don't know if he was kidding or not. Ryan compared the launch site sizes. Well, that didn't last. Creation, you know that tweet's from like 9 years ago or something, right? You've been debated. Can I meet you in the middle with Pad A and Pad Dose? That's fine. Whatever happened to the SpaceX crane with a white boom? That's it right there. It just doesn't have the white boom. I'm not sure where the white boom went. I think it may have went to Massey's or something. Grayson, that tweet's from like 2018, by the way. Anyway, so, you know, somebody's debating you, and frankly, everybody in this thread, and I kind of want to kick that person in the face, but whatever, you know. Engagement. What is this? Having too much fun trying to think about how they'll progress. 24 new stands. Oh. Oh, please. Please do this. Oh, Niall, that would be amazing. Oh, please. Please, Niall, please. Please! I want this. Oh, that would be sick, man. Can you imagine opening the door, just seeing rows of freaking starships? A little bit Ewok. A little bit, yeah. Would it be Gigabay, Terabay, Petabay, Petabay, Petabyte? Bite me? Ugh. We need a Zetabay, Exabay, Teraflop. Dude, how nuts would that actually be? That'd be... Baywatch! Floppy Bay? Peter Bay? Peter Beck? Google Bay? Big Bay? Extremely large Bay? Make things by the Bay? Lay by the Bay? I just may. Make things out of clay. What do you say? Texas Bay Watchers? Got to appeal to Gen Alpha and call it Sigma Bay. Michael Bay. Why are we doing this? The Yada Bay, because they'll build a whole yacht of starships. Yeah, it might make it the largest building on the planet, Sigma Bay. Baymaxing. Are we, okay, younger viewers that are watching, are we cooked right now? Is that what's going on here? Yes, 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 yeah, okay, most likely. Oh, we are cooked. We're cooked. We're baked. You are cooked on Ohio Skibbity Riz. I don't know what that means, all right? But, you know, Baymaxing is perfect. Please, guys, JD just wants to watch Cocomelon in peace. Okay. 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 Wants to watch Cocomelon. Say you're sorry. I gotta turn up the volume now. That's never not gonna be funny. You never be taught our language. It is how we speak in order to prevent you from knowing our next move. Bold of you to assume we don't have that either. TJ brain rot moment. Yep. Oh no, he knows cursive. That's awesome, Hellfish. Nice. The new NASA budget is so Kevin rose emoji, rose emoji, rose emoji. I don't know. Conan, you know what, dude? I like actually don't know what that means, dude. I have no idea what the hell you're saying. I don't know. What the hell does that mean? What the hell did you just say? Kevin equals bad. Oh man. Now I gotta, anytime I'm doing anything with Kevin Michael Reed, I'm gonna be like, we're so Kevin right now. The new NASA budget is cooked for real. No cap. This is not Sigma. Okay. 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 Scooby-Doo toilets. Rudro Raggy. Yee. All I hope is that JD gets a new Nintendo controller for Christmas. No one deserves the Mad Cats. That's what it is, the Mad Cats controller. I don't want to use the Mad Catz controller, X. Why? Why would I use the Mad Catz controller? That thing is terrible. Say you're sorry, little X. I'm out of space news. I don't know if you guys figured that one out. I'm out of space. Maybe we should go. Vast reposted the video with corrections at 33. Oh, okay. What happened to the stream in the last 5 minutes? I ran out of space news. There's not much else. Also out of sanity. It might be time to summer car, dudes. It might be time. We got to start a new save. Who is this? What is going on here? Paradise. Matt, Pat, and after 2 years of work, Steph and I have just launched a Creator Economic Caucus in the House of Representatives. I do not know who Matt Pat is now. He's a YouTuber. And bipartisan group where creators can work alongside lawmakers to ensure legislation is timely and relevant for the internet age. We've already got 10 reps on board and we're just getting started. That's neat. What? You don't know who Matt Pat is? Should I know who this person is? Yes? It's just a theory. I guess so. Okay, both chats. I could feel the disdain coming from YouTube and Twitch. Everyone's like, you know, like, you know, like I can feel, I can hear the typing through the computer, man. You know. Did you cover the change in the budget to deep space missions like Maven, Mars Odyssey, Osiris Rex? Well, floating, I haven't really. The budget is in a continuing resolution, dude. So no, because I don't want to cover a budget that hasn't really followed, that hasn't happened yet, dude. You know what I'm saying? Can't believe you've done this, bro. I don't know. Hey, don't worry, it's fine that you don't. Have you ever heard of game theory? Not ringing any bells, man. I feel bad. No. Yep, don't know who that is. You're the Diesel. Nah, mate, I'm not Diesel. You're the Diesel, mate. You're a Diesel. No, he's right. We've had a Diesel running around this damn train the whole freaking time. MadPat is cool, but it's just a theory. Does he theoretically exist? Do you still enjoy playing KSP? Not really. Maybe we will soon, though. Shadow Mask, as much as I hate admitting this, and you shouldn't let this bother... I shouldn't really be letting this bother me, dude, but, I don't really like how the whole Kerbal franchise kind of turned out. I don't like how that went down, and, EJ's Fifi's got hurt. EJ's Fifi's got hurt. My Fifi's. Yeah. Weren't you supposed to be doing in real life KSP? Gotta have a vehicle to be able to drive the rocket to the launch site, obviously. Whatever happened to KSP? Take-Two stopped funding it, shuttered this development studio making it, and the publishing company making it, and divested from the intellectual property and sold it to a hedge fund. Yeah. It is guys, I'll be honest with you, it's an extremely sore spot with me. Yeah. It's an extremely sore spot. What they don't realize is that you're gonna put Jado mounts in there. I mean, I'm probably not, but you know. Wow, that just sucks. Spoon, that's why I haven't messed with Kerbal in a long time, dude. The last time I did it was building that Starliner thing for Flame Trench. Yeah. As much as I, guys, I'm out on the internet 24/7, 365. It's very, very rare that my feelings about stuff come through. Like it happened on Monday where I got pissed off. Yeah, the more and more I can put into words how I feel about this, the more and more it's... I take what happened with Kerbal very personally, and I probably shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but I do. I take it very personally, how that all went down, and yeah. Yeah. I take it pretty personally. It really just ruined my main franchise game that I play. I took a break from the stream for a while, so I didn't know. No, it's all good, Shadow Mask. You took a break, so it's my job to tell you. I haven't really been playing much KSP, but I've been doing cool stuff. Like, that picture is from the garage. I was working on this before Space News. I'm rebuilding this car, basically from the ground up. It had no trunk in it. You can see we have the new trunk in there, but it's only just mocked up in there. Gravity is holding it in place. It's not there. Yeah, it's not like mounted. Isaacman buys the IP and makes it great. Kitten is encouraging. Yes, Kitten Space Agency is a project that's being done by my buddies over at Rocketworks in New Zealand. They're working on a spiritual successor with a lot of KSP1 developers, including Felipe, including Harvester. Harvester has some say on that project. I know because I have say on that project too. Yeah. Can I get a percentage on how far we're done on the Coronet? 20. Maybe 30. Maybe. Have you seen Spaceflight Simulator? No. Other spaceflight games like Juno and Spaceflight Simulator and however many other spaceflight games are out there have really captured my imagination like Kerbal. It's not just about making a game that's about going into space. It's about making a game that has the viable means to convey the fun and excitement, but also the technical aspects of rocketry. Nothing has been able to replicate that since KSP. Hey, Mercury. Today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, buddy. There you go. So, yeah, fellas, I figured I'd just give you an explanation, but I take what went down with Kerbal very personally. That game was 10 years of my life, every day, for like a decade. I take it very personally, how that went down, and I'm not gonna lie, I know I shouldn't be like this. It's, that this has nothing to do with you guys. It shouldn't be like I shouldn't take it this personally. I get it. But every time I play, I just get annoyed. I just can't I just think about how, like, my brain just defaults to what went down. Like, with KSP2 being pulled and, it's just... It was also your job in its own way. Dude, that game is not, playing that game was not just a job, Rap Shark. Like, I put my heart and soul into some of those damn projects that we did, dude. I put my heart and soul into that freaking game. Like, it means a lot to me. Like, did I see you put the floor in the coronet? It's all mocked up, Paul, along with the, I did burn in the leaf spring perch, and the rear cross member is clamped, and then the trunk pan is just sitting on it. I was just checking for fitment because, you know, you need that little bit of motivation. Yeah, KSP was not just a job for me, dude. I love space. Space is my life. It's my life, dudes. Like, I love it. I love it. I can talk about it every day. I love rockets. I love everything that they do. I love talking to you guys about it. I love teaching you guys about it. You know, it just makes me so happy. And yeah, Kerbal wasn't just a game that I was playing, man. That was, I put my heart and soul into those projects, the mission mode projects, the space station projects that we did. Like, I gave it my all. Like, I left my mark on that game. That game left its mark on me. Seriously, I would not be where I am if it wasn't for that game. No way. Not a chance. Not even close. So yeah, when it went down how it went down, I took that super freaking personally. Yeah. I took it super personally. I don't know who that is, Zernock. Last, if you don't mind. Fantastic progress. Thanks, man. You got me with KSP back in the day. I stayed for cars, facing the wall, satisfactory cities, cars, and space stuff. My wife recognizes your voice now when space stuff happens. Aha, that's cool, man. I love hearing stuff like that. The Fluffy gifted 2 subs. Thanks, dude. Sorry, I was kind of got into my head. I screwed up the continuity of the save, Seacracken. I accidentally Alt F4'd out of the game because I got frustrated with it, screwed up the continuity of the save, and I'm honestly thinking just delete it and start over. Lots of space content creators were born from KSP. It's quite sad to see such an inspiring game be shut down. Cardiac, I might go, like, I'm getting to the point where what's done is done, but it's taken a long time to get it right in my head, man. Just demons, dude. It was your source of income, I get it, but I didn't do it just for money, Rarest. Like, that game taught me so much about mechanical things, about physics, about mechanical things, how they work, structural, how stuff goes together. Like, even now, you know, we're looking at like SpaceX's plans for Slick 37 from that draft EIS, and I know what I'm looking for because I know how launch pads go together. Because I built one in freaking Kerbal multiple times. Out of freaking spare parts. Like, it gave me such a such a fundamental understanding of physics and structure and how it works. And how stuff goes together, like how the sausage is made in the spaceflight industry. That insight from learning all that stuff still pays off in my analysis for every space news to this day. If it makes you feel any better, Take-Two is hemorrhaging money. I don't think they were able to afford KSP. Maybe. I'm not doing 3D modeling for Kid and Space Agency. I don't have the time to do that. How old is KSP? The earliest versions of KSP came around in 2012. 2011, 2012. Did you see that KSP was free on the private division website for a while? Putting in a support email address gave you access to all the downloads. Yep. Yeah, I saw that, Conan. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I need time to heal, dude. Like, I hate thinking about that way, but that's the truth, man. I don't want... for the longest time, dude, I don't want anything to do with that game. And dude, it kills me to say that. EJ built insane constructions in KSP2 in a cave with a box of scraps. Yeah, Bond, for sure. For sure. Juno and other space sims exist. Yeah, that's fine if you know, you want to play space simulator games that have no soul. And man, that's like going to Fisherman's Wharf and not seeing any seals, dude. Like, just that ain't right, man. It's not right. Well, that's good, Nova. Nice. Shadow Mask, you told yourself you quit if you hit Diamond 1v1 and you did. Oh, there you go. You went to Boss, you didn't throw T in the harbor. That's not right, man. It's just not right. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I don't know. I've been building up the want to play KSP again. I've tried several times to run it into the regular schedule, and every time I play it and I'm just like, no, I don't want to play this. I don't want to play this at all. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean for the space news to be super depressing like that. But yeah, I always figure, you know, I always mention this from time to time, guys. It's important to say it. Anyway, summer car. I did see it, Aqualix, yeah. Dave Limp posted that footage before. Did you enjoy when you were modding in KSP out of curiosity? It certainly did help, Seacracken, and I wouldn't be against doing that again, but I wonder if it's all part of the inevitable KSP2 questions that will happen with every KSP1 stream. That has a lot to do with it, GrabShark. That has a lot to do with it. If I play Kerbal, I get asked every 5 minutes why I'm not playing KSP2 or what happened to KSP2. Heck, I could be underneath the car and someone asks that. It's not that I don't want to explain. It's not that I don't want to explain what's going on. It's that I am not going to run PR for Take-Two. I'm not doing that. I'm not explaining I don't want to explain what went on, and I don't want to do their public relations for them. They are not paying me to do that. Like, that's what irked me so much about KSP2. I had to sit there and I had to say, it'll get better, it'll get better, it'll get better. And it didn't. It frigging didn't. And why do you think I was so damn critical of Roadcraft, dudes? Because it's got potential? Yeah. Heard that before. Yeah, I heard that one before. Yeah, where have we heard that? Gee. Heard this story before. I'm not buying it. You know? I had to sit there and I had to say, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine, it's going to be fine. And it wasn't. Okay? Forgive me for being a little bit cynical in the matter. The game was only my whole frigging goddamn life. Sorry, I'm getting a little worked up. I should stop. Getting a little worked up. You have any long drink left? Nah, I have no beer in the house right now. I drank it all. All right. Anyway, that's gonna do it for the Space and Rocket review. The cycle is kind of slow today, guys, but it was still fun doing it. My apologies for bringing up the subject. No, it wasn't you. Ever heard of Starship Simulator? Yeah. The pretty amazing things in the game from the clips you've watched. 3, 2, 1, go! Why not put casters on this racing rig? Because it's a piece of junk, and I'm going to build a new one after I... Actually... Should probably get up early tomorrow and get the racing rig ready for Le Mans. I have caster wheels. They're over there. I gotta... Yeah. We should probably get the racing rig all up to snuff for the Le Mans race, huh? Isn't the lift coming soon? Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, but I can't give you a date right now. Anybody has a right to be pissed off, it's you. Not like you didn't make your career centered on KSP1. Yeah, and man, I'm just... Yeah, right, yeah. Dude, it bums me out so hard, man. It's hard for me to talk about it, man. And I know, like, you know, you sitting here being all melodramatic. All right, fine. You want to look at it that way? You want me to reduce it to its base element? I could have made shit tons of money off of KSP2 if it didn't suck complete ass. There. How about that? Like, if people think I'm being too dramatic, right? Like, dude. When KSP2 came out, we were getting 800 to 1,000 viewers a night. Yeah. Like JD is glued to Cocomelon. He's glued to Cocomelon. You know? Like, I could have made a lot of money off of that, dude. If that game was just KSP1 with better graphics, everything would have been fine. But no. No, we had to do interplanetary stuff and combine the VAB and the SPH into one thing and make the editor controls suck. Like, dude. The game could have been so awesome, dude. That's what gets me the most, man. There's... Dude, I could have made so much cash off of that damn thing. Not that I view the stream that way, but yeah, that also... I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that didn't weigh on my mind, you know? It'd be awesome to see again. Yeah, I think those days are long gone, with the exception of high-profile launches, but... It is what it is, man. Anyway, I'm going to jog the VOD on YouTube. Let's start a new save.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Wally, tier 2, 51 months, 4 years and a quarter. Thanks, man. All right, jog the VOD on YouTube. I'll be back in a second. Let's play some Summer Car. Nah, don't be in a pissy mood, dude. That's just me. Let's have some fun in Summer Car. Let's go. We have some work to do. We got to get the car built again.